The 4 types of cues. Throughout the book, Vanessa explores 4 major categories of communication cues. 1. Nonverbal cues. These are the signals we send through our bodies, our posture, our hands, our facial expressions, our eye contact, our movements. Think about something as simple as entering a meeting. Before you've said a single word, people have already seen how you walked into their room, where you looked, how you sat down, and what expression was on your face. Communication has already started. 2. Vocal cues. This was one of the most interesting sections for me. It's not only what we say that matters, it's also how we say it, our pace, our volume, our pitch, our pauses, our vocal confidence. Imagine 2 people saying exactly the same sentence. I think this is the direction we should take. One person says it quickly and nervously. The other says it calmly, clearly, and confidently. Same words, completely different message. That's the power of vocal cues. 3. Verbal cues. The third category is the actual language we use. Some words help communicate confidence, connection, and trust. Others can accidentally weaken what we're trying to say. This becomes particularly useful in professional communication. Think about meetings, presentations, job interviews, emails, negotiations, leadership conversations. Sometimes we have a strong idea, but the language we use makes the idea sound weaker than it actually is. The book encourages us to pay attention not only to our ideas, but also to how frame those ideas for other people. 4. Imagery cues. And finally, there are visual or imagery cues. This goes beyond traditional body language. It includes things such as your clothing, your profile picture, your video call background, your professional branding, and the visual environment around you. Before somebody hears your message, they may already be receiving signals about you visually. Again, small cues, potentially big impact. Why I think this book is useful. What I particularly like about cues is that it's practical. You don't have to completely change your personality. And you don't need to become the loudest person in the room. In fact, this book can be especially useful for people who have good ideas but sometimes struggle to get those ideas heard. Maybe you've experienced this yourself. You say something in a meeting and nobody responds. 5 minutes later, somebody else says almost exactly the same thing, and suddenly everyone thinks it's a brilliant idea. Why? Sometimes the difference isn't the idea, it's the delivery. Your expertise matters, your knowledge matters, your ideas matter, but how other people receive those things also matters. That's where cues come in. I